Hello everybody and welcome, it's VeDAN here. So glad that you can tune into another video. Today I'm going to show you how to super easily get top 50 on Elite on this new boss. I mean, when I say easily, I mean ridiculously easy, okay? You can spend an extra 150,000 in this and still get a good score. I believe that there must be a lot of people that are potentially doing like a double paragon strategy, and so there's kind of a cluster of people with like a 1.55 mil strategy. But basically, we're going to rely on one paragon and then just temple, basically. So in order to get set up, and I'm sorry for not showing it here because I didn't record it, all you're going to need to do is basically farm for tier 1 as if you would in a timed boss. You want to make as much eco as you can for tier 1. Now to do this, the new strategy is to use the Monkeyopolis as seen in the bottom left. What you want to do is you want to rush a bank as normal, and then basically you're going to try and collect from the bank on, say, round 27, round 28, and then you're going to go and get a Monkeyopolis, okay, with a 000 farm sacrifice to it. You want to rush an early Monkeyopolis and then get a few marketplaces, and then you're set. And the idea is, for tier 1, all you're going to do is use Pirate Lord. For tier 2, you should be able to get a Sun Temple, okay? You want to get a supported temple, and then from there you're going to be good. You can just do some tack spam and some Savitar spam, and everything's good to go. But yeah, for tier 1 I used Pirate Lord and a few tacks with some alch buffs. For tier 2 we had the temple down, and then you are pretty much set because you can just get, you know, a good tack spam going. You can upgrade your other boats, so you can get the top path boat and you can get a Trade Empire and stuff, and get some Savitars down. Make sure to have a few discount villages around as well in range of the temples, so you get an even bigger discount, and everything should be good. So I would recommend as well that we want to get the boat paragon to a decent degree, so aim for above 40. To do this, basically you're going to have to get your favoured trades down quite early on so they can accumulate a large amount of money. I only just upgraded to boat paragon at the start of round 120, okay? But you should have enough money coming from the temple and the Monkeyopolis you got. Sell the marketplaces once you can afford the temple. Or, I mean, I suppose you could keep them, but I just sold them. And then, okay, so for this setup here, I'm sorry that I don't have tier 1 to tier 4, by the way. I was just doing a super casual run and didn't think it would be anything special, but somehow it's in the top 15. So I was like, okay, this will be good enough to show for a, you know, top 50 strategy. So I recorded tier 5. But if you don't want it to be as close, because what you're going to see is I do go on to round 139. That's also down to my suboptimal placements here. You've got Ultra Boost you could add. You've got Overclock you could add. I don't even have a single Overclock. You've got Permabrew you could add. You could add a Mad, for example. So you've got £150,000 worth of scope to kind of add some extra DPS. And bearing in mind that, you know, we've got a temple down and discount villages, so you can get a decent amount of extra damage there done, and it should be a super easy top 50 for you. This can easily be done in under an hour. And yeah, so as you can see here, this is where I was like, oh my gosh, have I actually messed up here? The placements are not great, so I'd recommend to try and think out your placements a bit more. But there's nothing really strict that you need to do. As you can see, I was thinking, please don't end, come on, Homeland, and then everything works out okay. So 1.35 million, almost 3 times bigger than the first place, and somehow this is 12th. So this is actually something that I'm quite happy with, because we've got a variation in the leaderboard. And also, look at the guy in second place, 32 minutes. He was quicker than my run, and I've got like over double his cash spent, and he's absolutely shredded normal too. So there is some towers we are missing. I do think as well druids are a great addition for a cheap price, so I'd recommend just get some druid spam going, the bottom path druid, and everything should be good. So I hope this has helped. Sorry that it's so brief. It's just basically, if you want to get the medal with the day left, then you can copy something similar to this, and I'll hopefully see you guys very soon.